Hello, and today I'm going to be talking about the prices of fame and the impacts it has on the young developing mind. We've seen them on our TV screens. We've probably seen them scrolling through our phones on TikTok. Young child stars who just seem to have it all. They have millions of followers, huge bank accounts, and everyone knows their name. But today I want to talk about the side of childhood stardom that not everyone sees. We need to ask ourselves, should these young kids really be allowed to be stars? Today I'll talk about how the brain develops, the pressure of public judgment, and the missing childhood factor. That brings me around to my first main point, the impacts on the developing brain. Let's look at the science. Doctors tell us that our brain isn't fully developed into our mid-20s. And the last part of our brain to fully develop is the prefrontal cortex, which is the part of the brain that usually handles decision-making, controlling our impulses, and understanding consequences. When these young childhood stars are put into these high-pressure situations, before that part of the brain is fully developed, imagine the stress that they must undergo. Imagine having to make the million-dollar decisions or manage a huge schedule when your brain is still wired to do middle school math and recess. This brain gap can lead to a lot of stress and trouble handling emotions later down the line. This brings me around to my second main point. The pressure of being watched. There is the issue of public judgment. Most of us got to make mistakes when we were little. We worried about the clothes, said something embarrassing, and we learned from our failures in private. But for a child star, every mistake is on camera. When millions of strangers are judging you, your every move, it changes how you see yourself. Instead of building a healthy self-image based on family and friends, these kids build it based on likes and comments from people who they don't even know. This creates a huge amount of anxiety. They feel like they have to be perfect all the time, keep people happy, which is very heavy for a 10-year-old to carry. This brings me around to my third main point, the missing childhood factors. There is a loss of normal childhood. Being a star is a full-time job. While other kids are having birthday parties, hanging out with their friends, you're on movie sets, doing interviews. They miss out on the small, boring moments that could actually help us grow. They are surrounded by adults who treat them like co-workers rather than children. By the time they turn 18, many feel burnt out because they have already worked a 20-year career before they were even legally allowed to drive. In conclusion, while being a child star sounds really cool, the cost is often too high. The human brain needs time and privacy to grow properly. By putting children in the spotlight at an early age, we're asking them to play a game they aren't mentally ready for. As we move forward in this world of social media and child influencers, let's remember that kids should have the right to just be kids. They should be allowed to grow up in the green of a playground and not just under some red light of a camera.